Hey guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share a fun Valentine's Day read aloud of the story Franklin's Valentines. Franklin's Valentines was written in 1998 by Paulette Bourgeois and is illustrated by Brenda Clark. If you're ready to hear this story, I'm ready to share it with you. But before I do, I want to share these fun things with you. So if you hear any rattling around while we're reading, that's what's happening. I'm in full Valentine's spirit. Here we go. Franklin's Valentines. You can see there's some pretty cute ones right there. That says From Bear. Franklin could count to 10 and back again. He knew the days of the week, the months of the year, and the holidays in every season. Today was Valentine's Day, and Franklin was counting the valentines he'd made for his friends. He wanted to make sure he hadn't forgotten anyone. So he's made lots of really neat looking cards, and he's counting them so he can double check that he's not leaving anybody out. That sure is thoughtful. "Hurry up, Franklin," said his mother. "You'll miss the school bus." Franklin rushed to find his hat and mittens and boots. He tossed his valentines into his bag. "I'm going," called Franklin as he hurried out the door. But let me zoom in for you. Look what's happening as he's running out the door. His valentines are running out of his backpack. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's a bad surprise. I hope everything goes okay. At school, Mr. Owl gave the class a Valentine spelling bee and Valentine arithmetic problems. But everyone was too excited about the Valentine's Day party to think about work. Franklin whispered to Bear, "I can't believe we have to wait until after lunch to give out our cards." "I can't believe we have to wait until after lunch for the goodies," Bear whispered back. So everyone in class was really excited. You could see those goodies back there, and they've all made little fun things for their friends. It's hard to wait when you're excited. At last, it was time for the party. "You may get your valentines now," said Mr. Owl. Franklin grabbed his bag and reached inside. He pulled out his hat, and he pulled out his mittens. He pulled out a ball and a scrunched up piece of homework. Then he held his bag upside down and shook it. "What's wrong?" asked Bear. "My valentines, they're gone," cried Franklin. As you can see, he's looking in his bag, emptying it upside down. He doesn't know what's happened to his valentines. We do because we've seen it with our reader eyes. But Franklin doesn't know, and he's really upset. After Franklin looked everywhere, Mr. Owl let him phone home. Franklin waited and waited while his mother searched. "Oh, I'm so sorry, Franklin," she finally said. "I found your valentines outside in a puddle of slush. The cards are ruined." Franklin blinked away tears. He gave the phone to Mr. Owl and ran out of the room. So Mom has to deliver the bad news that his valentines are ruined. And Franklin's very upset, and he's running away for a little bit. He probably just needs some alone time. Sometimes when I get upset, I need to be by myself for a moment, too. Mr. Owl found Franklin in the cloakroom. "There you are, Franklin," he said. "Your friends are waiting. We can't start the party without you." "I don't belong at the party," replied Franklin. "I don't have any valentines to give." I know, said Mr. Owl. Your mother told me what happened, and I told the class. Franklin moaned. Oh, I guess no one's going to give me a Valentine now. So Franklin is hiding out. And Mr. Owl says, everyone's waiting for you. Come on out. So he's blowing his nose. And he's going to go and try it out. See what happens. Said Mr. Owl. If Bear lost his Valentines, would you decide not to give him a card? I'd never do that, exclaimed Franklin. Bear's my friend. Maybe Bear feels the same way about you, replied Mr. Owl. Franklin thought about that. Maybe, he said. He cheered up a little. Franklin and Mr. Owl went back to the classroom. That's a good point. If you knew your friend lost your Valentines, would you just say, well, you're not giving me one, so I'm not giving this to you? Or do you think you'd still be a good friend and give that Valentine to your friend? It seems silly to keep it, and silly not to be a good friend. Franklin watched as his friends delivered their cards. As the pile of Valentines in front of him grew bigger and bigger, Franklin felt sadder and sadder. There were so many, and he had none to give in return. So even though all of his buddies are still giving him Valentines and he has a cute little basket, everyone is still happy just to be sharing their Valentines. But Franklin just feels sad. I've felt like that before. You just want to be part of it. He sighed as he opened Bear's card. What's wrong, Franklin? Asked Bear. Don't you like my card? I do, but I feel bad because I don't have one for you, said Franklin. Oh, that's all right, said Bear. I don't need a Valentine to know you're my friend. Franklin smiled. So if you're friends with someone, do you really need to have well, it's kind of neat to have a fun card, but do you need a card to know that you're friends? I don't think so. Being a friend is about how people treat you, not what they give you. Everyone gathered around as Franklin opened his other cards. Mine's a turtle cutout, said Snail. Mine's a turtle poem, said Goose. And I made up a turtle riddle, said Fox. These are great, exclaimed Franklin. I just wish I had my Valentines for all of you. I just wish we could start eating all those goodies, replied Bear, and everybody laughed. So he has a little smile on his face, and his friends made thoughtful cards and riddles and good stuff. And of course, Bear just wants those goodies. That night, Franklin told his parents about the party. Well, it sounds as if you have some very good friends, said Franklin's father. I sure do, agreed Franklin. Next year, I'm going to make them extra special Valentines. Well, you've got a whole year to get ready, replied his mother. I don't know if I can wait a whole year, said Franklin. So he's telling his parents about the day and sharing some goodies. And he's saying, I don't know if I can wait until next year to make some fancy cards, some fancy Valentines. The next morning, Franklin's mother found him at his table, writing and drawing and cutting and folding. What are you making? She asked. It's a surprise, Franklin answered. His mother smiled. Well, hurry up, you'll miss the bus. So he's doing something, and he looks pretty happy about it. Some glue and some crayons and some paste. But Franklin didn't hurry. He wrapped his artwork carefully and placed the package in his bag. He made sure that all the buckles were done up tight. Then he hugged his bag to his chest and went out the door. So he wrapped up his project, and he's making sure to keep that really safe this time. He doesn't want anything to fall out of his backpack. As soon as Franklin got to school, he opened his package and gave everyone a card. "What are you doing, Franklin?" asked Beaver. "Valentine's Day was yesterday." So he's giving everybody cards, but as Beaver pointed out, Valentine's Day was yesterday. "Oh, these cards aren't for Valentine's Day," replied Franklin. "They're for Friendship Day, and Friendship Day can be any day you want it to be." The end. So look at everyone being friends. Friendship Day can be any day. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed the story Franklin's Valentines. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the page. If you're a subscriber already, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber yet, click that subscribe button down there at the bottom of the page. And don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you all again real soon. And happy Valentine's Day! Bye-bye!